And we should be live, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another RSG lunch stream. I'm your host, Ranger J 1999. Glad to have you guys here on a Thursday as we make our way to the weekend. Welcome to the lunch stream where we hang out with you guys and have fun and do Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm, of course, your host, Ranger J 1999. Part of the RSG crew, who you can see some of them are there standing up for you on the screen. And this is where this is a stream where we just hang out, do Star Wars Galaxy here, talk about it, play the game, have fun. I'll suffer through mod depression. We'll get to your questions, and then we'll do a roster review. And we do that pretty much every day that we do the lunch stream. And it's just a chance to hang out with you guys. Had a great Wednesday night stream yesterday. Had an awesome fight with Grandi yesterday, which is the weirdest damn thing I have ever done. It is so weird.
That was so cool, Ranger. I really
weird.
Enjoyed watching you guys do that. That was awesome.
Threw me completely off because it's one thing when you're fighting someone and you're controlling everything, but when you just put it on auto, you really got to think about that stuff. And Grande did get the victory. It came down to one team. He had in the back his he had a Relic 7 everything Grievous team, and
with Watt.
Yeah, and the AI. Yeah, well, first of all, poor Heine. Highness, he did the Basla team against it, and just didn't work. And then I couldn't control it anymore. And that's one of those teams you have to control, and it just didn't work. So but it was all fun. We raised some more money for the ACS campaign, and we raised money for their wildfire. So we raised a lot of money last night. With
how much did you guys finally finish at?
I think total was. I'm trying to think real quick. What was it? It was a lot of it was in Australian dollars because, of course, we're on a, doing the for them in their channel. I'm trying to think. It was $600-700, something like that.
Oh, nice.
So, not too shabby at all. And then that'll be added to our total for the American Cancer Society. So if half goes to Australian wildfires and then the other goes to the ACS. So, but yeah, there you go. So that was a lot of fun. Skewers out there, say hello in chat. Make sure you whip out your pickles. Say hi. We're going to shout you guys out. Let me introduce everybody else before we get some more nonsense here. Of course, you heard Grim the Mechanic.
Good afternoon.
We've also got Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the sad panda extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He's playing, you guys. He's so full of shit. He's totally fine because we raised, not only are we raising, we got past, we hit our goal, we blew by it, and we're still raising more money.
We did. And I Relic 6 Rose Tico.
Yeah, he's getting ready to do it. Yeah.
Can I get all sad for a second here?
No.
That's actually not.
I don't feel very good, Finn. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I didn't say anything yesterday. But day before on Tuesday, I had learned that we consider her like an aunt. Growing up, I had a family that was that lived close to us when we were in Miami, and we stayed close when we were younger, and she was almost they were almost like a second family. Like we would always go to each other's house, and family had 2 daughters that were older, but they were kind of like sisters because we were always hanging out when we were younger. But I mean, as you get older, you make new friends, you move and everything, and so kept in some contact, but hadn't talked to them in a while. The aunt, unfortunately, on the 25th, had passed away from metastatic breast cancer. And I found out on Tuesday. So actually today is their reception and all of that for the viewing and all that. And I'm at work, so I can't really do it. But I know we did it all in fun and we were doing it for the American Cancer Society. But truth be told, all the donations yesterday meant a lot, especially with her passing and all of that. It was good to see that there's still, while people are passing away from it, there's still an effort from people, whether it's just our community or other communities, that are making the effort to try and bring a stop to the spread of cancer and all that. And she was 69, so she wasn't old, right? There's still a lot left, and her daughters just had each of them. She has, like I mentioned, 2 daughters, and they both had sons that are growing up now. So her grandkids are still young, and she's unfortunately passed away. So
Oh
yeah,
man.
yesterday meant a lot, even though I didn't say anything at the time because I didn't want to bring anyone down. But now that it's a little bit more past me.
Wait
now.
a minute. You don't want to bring anyone down. You do that to me every day, Finn.
But that's just different. That's just me.
That's you every day between you and
Yeah, but that's
Grande.
just regular me. This is like other people's sad news stories and stuff. That's different. Regular me brings down everyone all the time.
I don't trust you, Finn, on this one. I think you're trying to, you say that, but I think you.
No, regular me is just a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
I love that. It's true. I can't have children.
The porgs
Yeah,
are his children.
Mm-hmm.
And Baby Yodas. I need more Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Actually,
so
it's more
thank
Baby
you.
Yodas because Baby Yoda would eat the porgs, so there would be no porgs left for Finn to love.
That's true. He would look at him and say "chicky nuggies" and try to eat them. I saw that.
That meme was hilarious.
It's very accurate. But yeah, so I do want to shout out everyone that donated yesterday.
Yeah.
And to the campaign as a whole. It means a lot that everyone was donating.
And
That's sad to hear, Finn.
Yeah, and the great thing is we're not stopping, guys. We're with what we did last night on the fight night stream. We're over. We're going to hit our next goal, Finn, 18,500. So, there's still the lore video. We'll probably do another 12-hour stream. I'm a greedy butthole when it comes to this stuff. I want to keep raising money to fight the fight. So we got to do it.
Yeah, we might do something a little closer to time. Plus, don't forget, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys get yourself an RSG wristband. At the beginning of February, I am going to be starting a kind of. So last year we had an ACS RSG Discord that we started for the 2019 campaign. I'm going to start a new one for the 2020 campaign. Those of you that are wristband purchasers, I am going to include a separate email to you where you guys can email back whatever your Discord ID is from your email, and I will give you access to a special channel in that Discord. In April, if you guys aren't aware, we're all going to be in like the same giant suite for the trip. So that means that there are going to be some special live streams and stuff just to people that got the wristband, and that's all it is. $15 to the American Cancer Society. We send you a wristband and you'll get access to some of the live streams and all of that. So if you guys haven't gotten the wristband, get them all now. I have one left to mail from all of the other ones that were ordered already. I waited until after the holidays because sometimes the wristbands get a little weird with the mailing around the holiday time. And just in general, the post office can be a little weird, but I think I figured it out. If you guys want a wristband, now is a good time to get it because I have one to mail and I'll mail out all of the others, but that gets you access to a bunch of potential live streams that may or may not include McVenom shaving Grande. Just saying.
Yeah, you definitely want to get those wristbands while you can because you don't want to miss out on Ranger and McVenom stringing up Grande and Finn.
Yeah.
And then tar and feathering them and throwing them down an up escalator. So
yeah. That is quite likely to happen.
That's true. That's science.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But make sure you guys give a thumbs up on the video. We're getting to some mechanism real quick. Subscribe, all that good stuff. What else? If you'd like to donate, you can. You saw some bits already coming in. You can either donate to your Prime sub or through YouTube, things of that nature. So yeah, so with that, we are going to start getting into some of the stuff. I need to go take something real quick. Finn, if you want to start saying hi to everybody, I need to go get some water and stuff. As you guys can tell, my allergies are really kicking the crap out of me right now. And I've barely slept. So I'm going to go get some... I need to go take another Benadryl, and I'm going to go get some water real quick. So, Finn, if you can start saying hi to everybody, I'll be right back. Is Finn there? I guess Finn's not there.
Yep,
okay.
I got it.
Okay.
So if you guys aren't already, make sure you head onto our Discord. The Discord has most recently. So again, if you guys didn't know what happened yesterday, we had a our Tiltify campaign, and I said that if we hit 17,500, I would Relic 7 Roast Tico if we hit that by the end of the month. Well, donations came in from several people, and then Roast Taco with an $850 donation just finished it off, just stabbing me right in the chest, and so I have to take Rose to Relic 7.
Roast Taco is my hero.
So, also, in addition to hitting that goal, that also marks that we are going to be rolling who the winner is for the lightsaber. We will do a special stream for that I will tag everyone for, but on that stream, I will also Relic 7 my Rose Tico. She was at Relic 5 on the Discord. I put a video of me taking her from Relic 5 to Relic 6. So I'm getting everything ready for her to go from 5 to 6, and then come stream time, she'll be ready there. So make sure you head on to the Discord if you guys aren't there, so you guys can get that. But in the meantime, let me do a shout out. Oh, and I just saw the question, Rooster. I can link it to you if you want, but just really quick, if you guys are interested in the wristband, in the description of the video, there is a link to the Tiltify campaign, so you guys can donate as well. Head to the reward section, and you will see the wristbands available there. It is the RSG Stu Strong 2020 wristband. So go to the Tiltify campaign in the description, reward section, and you will see the wristbands. I'm going to add a couple more rewards, I think, on there too, for you guys to have some fun. So let me shout out everyone in chat here too. We got Jason Hommel with the Pickle Hype. There is, of course, Pickle Hype every time we do this. Then you got Slab Meathead. Hey, Slab Meathead. We have Grim waving, even though he's here. So Grim is waving. Yeah. We have CBO 97. And yeah, we didn't cancel the lunch stream. Ranger was just dealing with his allergies. But yeah, yesterday kind of hurt.
Yeah, Ranger looked a little more pale than usual today.
Rose Tico is now officially my highest rated character, or highest geared character, by the way.
I feel so sorry for you. And
I never had she is my first Relic 6 character ever. I was maxed out at 5. And yeah. So okay. So then Dobby is here. Welcome, Dobby. Dr. Feelgood. Bale Rit, who is our roster review of the day. So if you guys didn't hear it, that was the voice of B-Rit. Say hi to everyone, B-Rit.
Hello.
Yes. So he is our roster review. He's joining us. And for those of you guys that want roster reviews, you guys are welcome to join us on the stream too, if you guys want and are able to during the lunch hour. Briarius Aegon is here, who probably got like 50 roster reviews yesterday, as Grande repeatedly said your name wrong. Waffle Dolphin.
I think it's up to
Utah.
700 of them that we owe him right now.
Yeah, I know. Utah Foreigner, Torin Jax, Minato Namikaze, who was trolling the entire time, Hax Redneck, Rooster, James O'Mahony, one of my RSG side guildies, Makwa, Skywalker Vader, CBO 97, who was also a big donator yesterday. So big shout out to CBO
500 bucks for
97.
CBO 97 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
We got Stings. We have Nightbot. Hi, Nightbot. Nightbot is making sure that
Did you just say Nightbot? Goddamn, Finn, I'm not in the mood for this crap today.
Nightbot put something in the chat.
I'm
What do you
really
mean?
not in the mood, Finn. I don't feel
That's
good. I will find you.
But you were shouting at everyone in the chat.
Is Nightbot a person?
Nightbot even has a wrench and a check mark. That's like the most official of all of the viewers right now.
You know, see, this is what I'm talking about. Pop Chill, you can see what I deal with. Finn's having a bad time and his friend and everything, and I'm there for him, right? And what does Finn do? Goes right back knowing that I don't feel well with this bullshit. See what I'm saying?
We also have the Axeman, Michael H19, and we have, of course, Roast Taco here. That he loves the meme. God, somebody drew me from yesterday that was just sad with tears
Where's
in my
that at?
eyes.
Let's put that on the screen. Where's that at?
That's in the memes channel.
The memes channel?
And then Grim posted this Cartman, your tears taste so yummy. Of course he did. And then Angel
Your
Chip.
tears of unfathomable sadness taste so good.
Then we got Angel Chips here. So yeah. So thank you, all of you guys, for being here. And yeah, Ranger, we are done with the shout-outs from the chat.
Hold on, let me pull these up for the fans here. Let me copy.
Oh, can we shout out my girlfriend?
I don't know, can we?
Mm-hmm. We
yes,
can.
of course. What would you like? Go ahead and shout your girlfriend out.
Just give a shout out to Lunary for just being there for the past 5 years, always supporting me.
What's her name?
Lunary. She should be in the chat.
Lunary.
Cool name.
We did a roster review before.
Oh yeah, I know. Did I mispronounce your name? I did. Did I
Just
say,
blame it
did
on
I
Grande
say
if you said it
Lunari?
wrong.
Did I say
I
Lunari?
might have said Lunari too.
Yeah, Lunari. Okay.
It's
So
Lunary.
Lunary, any kind of voice or anything you want me to shout her out with?
Nothing. Just
That's what I do. It's my thing. You know
for
what I'm
5
saying?
years.
Yeah, Lunary, thank you for putting up with this butthole for 5 years. He sucks. What you need to do is you need to take a bar and stick it up his ass. Outspoken. There you go.
Thank you.
But he loves you.
That's if Quill was voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You son of
I
a
have spoken.
bitch. This is the way. What are you doing? Stop picking your nose. Why is the little thing drinking soup? Come here, baby Yoda. I want to talk to you. No more waving your hand. No more complaining. No more have to go to the bathroom. No more force choking. You will do what I say. You like discipline. All right. But shout out to
that was awesome.
Lunary. All right. Okay, I've got some of these Finn memes. Let me put these up here. Let me switch this over. So let's see the first one here. Oh, there it is. There's little Finn crying. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places. I'm just looking at this. Was there any other ones that somebody put in there? Well, you just did the Cartman licking Scott Pederman's tears. Okay. That's 1, 2. I don't see any other ones. Let me see here. All right. I think that's enough. Okay, let's get back into the gameplay and stuff. I had to do it. Oh, no. He's not on screen right now. Oh, I'm not on screen. I forgot I turned my camera down for a second. All right, let me put that back on. Okay. Let's shout. Did we shout out everybody in the chat? Finn?
We did.
Oh, good job. Good job. So, hello, everybody. Glad to have you guys here. And now let's get into, you know what, let's do some mod depression. You know, that makes Finn feel better. It makes everybody feel better. And what we do here is on RSG is Ranger J 1999, like the potato head that he is, thinks that he can actually, you know, roll and slice mods and thinks that it's actually going to work for him. And, yeah, it really doesn't. So, yeah, hold on a second. Let me look at something real quick. I just want to make sure I've got my 600 done. I should, because I've been doing 300 pulls of canteen energy every day. What? Oh, there it is.
Look at Finn.
Let's highlight that. Let's spotlight that video. Let me just do that. There it is. There you guys go. Let me go the full cam. There it is. All around me are familiar faces. Worn out places, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere. Finn had to relic his rose, dumbass Finn, runny nose. All right. Finn has turned into a meme. I don't know about the lightning. The rain, yeah, but the lightning makes it look like you've got Shazam happening there, Finn. Shazam! Oh, no, that just looked like make you look like a troll. Actually, you know what you look like? You look like, what's his name? The dog, was it Droopy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you look like.
There's also a kid in South Park that looks like this. I can't remember. I think it was on the episode where Butters had balls on his chin.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's go slice the mods. Let me check the store first. Let's check all the stores. Well, let me see here. We need
Come on, plus 25.
Yeah, right. Briere, I mean, Papa Chulo, you've been watching this long enough. You know better than that. Come on, man. Come on. You know.
Hey, I'm trying to be optimistic here.
You can be optimistic all you want. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily what is going to happen.
I'm optimistic for defense.
That's a good call, Finn. It's just, all right. So I think we had. Let me look real quick of what we have. I don't know if I need to roll some more mods or we were doing offense mods. You see in my favorites, I put those 6 characters we got announced yesterday, so they will be going up to Relic. I think I'm going to take them to Relic. I'm not going to take them higher Relics. I'm just going to get them to Relic. And then leave them at like Relic 0 for now.
Oh man. I bet Versatron must be like super stoked that Major Tom gets to be Relic.
Major Tom! Ground control to Major Tom! Alright, let's see here. Let me filter by offense mods, because we were working on some offense mods. We've been doing speeds mods for a little while. And we said, you know what, let's do some offensive mods. So I'm just looking. So we had, see, that one hit 8 speed. That one hit 10 speed. You know what, let's slice these two. You know what, let's pull some more mods. That's always fun. I already know those are there. So let's go pull some more mods and see what we get. If you guys missed it last week, Thursday or Friday, I can't remember which day it was on the lunch stream, we did have the unicorn hit and got that starting 6, which actually turned out to be, what, 16, 17 speeds? Wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad at all. So we'll pull these. Let's see what we get. All right. Okay. Anything? Okay. 3-dot mod. 3-dot mod. Oh, 3-dot, 4-dot. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 mods out of that pull that are 3-dot and 4-dot. I'm sorry, 5. Oh my God, 5, really? What a shitty pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, goody for me. Let's just go sell those right away.
Jeez, novel. No offense to Finity, but flip the screen, Ranger.
But he looks sad. Oh, well, he's not looking sad anymore. Screw that. Yeah, good call. Sorry, I didn't know Finn was doing his mental damage stuff there. All right, let me see here. Let me do this.
You left me on screen on the big one, so I was like, I'll keep on flipping.
I'll let it go because you're a little side-handed today, Finn. So, but there's only so much even I can bear. So, all right, let me get in here. Characters.
You still have me pinned, I think, on Zoom.
I already changed it. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Also, as a reminder, guys, we're going to go right into my GAC right after this stream. So that'll be a lot of fun, too. So,
Hey, Ranger, can I stick around and help you with that?
You sure can.
Sweet.
Anybody's welcome. All right.
Ewoks plus Wampa,
Yeah,
remember.
After last night, he can use all the help he can get.
You guys make it seem like I got my ass kicked. You guys think it's totally different. Like, if I was actually fighting the match, it would have been totally different. But when you have to just hit auto, it's so goddamn different and weird, man. I was looking at that.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Ranger.
But it was a lot of fun, but it was so different. I was just. It had been mentioned, but I didn't realize how just nerve-wracking that is, because you have to really think about, okay, will this work? What character do I want in there that's actually going to do better on auto? And then it's just unfortunate that he tried it was kind of sad. I mean, Relic Jedi Revan team against the Grievous team with Watt just couldn't quite get there. It was icky.
That's Watt makes the. I've seen that Watt tends to thin out the amount of counters that can counter the Grievous team.
Well, someone asked me yesterday, they were like, why didn't you use your gas team against that? It was only a 6-star gas. Grievous would have decimated that team. Now, if it had been a 7-star gas, I would have been like, hell yeah, put gas in there and go on auto. But his clones are pretty high relic, but unfortunately, gas, with the amount of damage that team with all relics and stuff is doing, I mean, it was not going to work. So, in my opinion. Now, maybe it could have gone differently, but remember, I had to do auto on that for the second time around. So I was like, all right, well, the arrow hit speed, so let's upgrade it.
But yeah, guys, if you haven't watched it yet, last night Ranger, Grande, and Grande were on Hennessy's channel, or Heinz's. There we go, Heinz's channel. And they were doing a Grande versus Ranger GAC match for charity for the ACS, as well as the Australian Fire Relief Fund, I think it was the name of it, right?
Yep.
And if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend it. It was awesome.
Keep that. All right, so yeah, we didn't really hit anything. I mean, we got the arrow that hit. I mean, this cross hits 3 speed, but in the wait, I noticed it. Just select all and sell. So we had one mod that hit some speed. I mean, so yeah, unfortunately. Not the greatest pool. We had so many of those 3 and 4 dot mods, man. That just sucks. I wish we can just get a tier where we can just get 5 dot mods, because I don't need stupid 3 and 4 dot mods, man. Seriously. All right. Well, that was mod depression. Kind of depressing. We did hit one mod, so I can't go total that. All right. So we got that done. We got that squared. Let me just check my stores real quick, and then we are going to get into our roster review. So give me uno momento por favor. All right, let me do this. Oh, I need to go get we'll get dailies done. Get those. Let me check the stores. We're gonna check the mod store. Let me check the regular store. Okay. Oh, I definitely want MK3 salvage. The charge drains, I'm buying a buttload of those. Those are so great for tier 6 and 7. Let me tell you something.
Oh yeah,
shower drains are the way to go. And keep a character, and I have a couple where I can just go in and turn those into shower. You know, the actual thing. So yeah, it's really good. All right.
Yeah, you get like, what is it?
500 for each, and you need 2 of them. So if you can just
instead of 200 for 20 of them.
Yeah. So it's really, really good. So. That way it makes, especially going from 5 to 6 and 6 to 7, that one piece, just have 4 shower drains and you're good, right? And then you just have to have, for 7, you have to use some of your gear 12. So that's all I use for the store here. You can see I just use, all my currency goes towards that. Even my my tokens, I'm using for that kind of stuff. So let me look. Is there anything I want to use it for? Yeah, I want these. Oh, I like the necessary funds. No, oh no, why nay? Well, the good thing is once I do, let's go check JC just as a tease real quick. Let's see if my opponent's attacked me yet. Let's see what's happened. Let's check that beautiful beam footage. He has. He full cleared. Gives me a good idea that he. Let's see here. 1-1. 1-1. Yeah.
See if he got hung up on anything.
Yeah. 1-1. It tells me a lot that he went full offense. Because I can already tell by his defense up front, and he put gas down. So he kept both Revens. Probably a lot of stuff that we see here. I mean, yeah. So we'll just have to one-shot everything. But he has a very weak defense. I'll use my gas against that gas. I'm going to use something against those Night Sisters. Grievous will be a counter Grievous. Geos or and then we'll see what's in the back. So, yep, he went full Monty on the offense, but you know what? He left me an opening there. But we'll fight Wom here in the J round. All right. So that being said, let's get into the roster review, and we already know what it's going to be. There's Finn crying again. Look at that sad little Finn. We are doing Belred Papi Chulo in the ORG. Let's see how he's doing. Doing great in Fleet. 4.5 million GP, which is probably wrong. It's probably less because I used the new number. That's wrong. So fix that shit.
Nope, I'm 4.5.
You are 4.5. Okay. Excellent. You do have the Darth Revan team. Been using the Padme team currently. That's fine. Doing pretty solid in Arena and Fleet. So you got that good crystal income coming in, so that's a good thing. All right. I mean, I know you wrote us, Poppy Chulo, but do you just want to basically tell us what you want us to look at, or pick one thing at a time?
Well, I know my mods suck. That's like the given. I know it's the whole gotta pull 1,000 mods to get one good one. I've actually gotten one like plus 19. I was able to get to 20, beat to 60. That helped out, but I haven't really had much luck since then. But mostly, I know my last roster review, you were like, get gas, get ready for gas, get ready for gas, and that was like my main focus. But now I feel like I'm ready for gas. So what should I kind of work on now? Like, I'm thinking either between clones or my Geonosians.
Right. So, let's look at it. Hold on. Let me look here. Trying to get the damn thing to work. All right. So let's look at what you do. So let's look at make sure for gas you're solid. So let's look at your phase 2 team. Let's look here. Ahsoka's 3, Kenobi's 7, Padme's 12, Shaak Ti's 12. Okay, good. 3PO's good. So pretty solid there. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. Let's look at your separatists for this event. B1's Relic 4, Saja's Relic 4. You've got B2, Jordica. Where's Magna Guard? There he is. Yeah, you're pretty solid for the gas event. Very nice. Very nicely done, sir. It's going to take you some RNG, but yeah, at least you've got the relic on the characters that are going to help you beat it. So solid there. Let's look at your clones. Now, you're going to get a 5-star gas. How are you on Get 1?
I have about almost 50k get one hoarded right now.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. So keep hoarding that. You only need 18,000 more Get 1 to get him to 7 stars immediately. Yeah, it's time to start farming ARC Trooper and start working on your clones. I'd start farming ARC Trooper immediately. I don't know if you are or not, but let's get your troopers going.
Yeah, it wasn't, but I was like, I don't know what to do. Geos or clones. Yeah.
Well, if we go look at your Geos real quick, I mean... Well, you gotta farm ARC Trooper. Gas event, I don't know when it's going to come back. If you want to work on, since they are 7 stars, and just get some gear on your Geonosians, like take Brood Alpha to just Relic and then the others to 12, I'm okay with that. Because once you get gas, then you can go back and then work on the 501st. You still have to farm ARC Trooper anyway. That's going to be your Cantina farm. I'm fine with that. If you want to work on Geos first, and then go as you're working on ARC, and then go back in once you get gas. Because remember, save 4 Zetas for him. You need a Zeta for ARC Trooper. There's a lot of Zetas you need on that team.
Oh, well, are you going to try to go for the new Rey or Kylo?
No, not even.
So yeah, I'm fine with that totally. So if we're going to talk about teams to go, Geos are perfect. They'll help you in light side or dark side GOTB. So taking them all to 12 and getting Brood Alpha to Relic is totally fine in my book, and that'll help you in GAC. And then when gas comes around, you're going to have to put the Zetas on him. You're going to have to work on that team, but you can take them right to 7 stars and then start gearing them. But yeah, so for right now, until gas comes back, let's get the Geos 12 and Brood Alpha Relic. As soon as you get them squared away, then we'll go right back to 501st, start immediately farming ARC Trooper with Cantina. And then we'll start working on the 501st, those 4 clones and gas. And then having that on your GAC roster, it's going to be huge, dude. And then with what you've already got with Darth Revan, with Padme, with Jedi Knight Revan, CLS, JTR, you have all this offensive firepower, right? And you're just like, okay, I got you. I got this, yo. So, yeah, I think
I definitely felt my weak spot was my Clone Wars content. That was like,
it's hard because you have to first get the teams ready to get gas, right? Then because you have to spend all that time and resources on them, and then once that's done, then you can start working on them. So those are the only 2 teams for February I would work on, especially if you're not going to go for the new Kylo Ren or Rey, right? You can go get those after.
Not to mention that'll also make you prepared for when they decide to drop some new Clone Wars content on us, because the new series is coming up as well. they'd be insane to not drop some more Clone Wars characters.
Well, we would have thought the same for episode 9, but
well,
yeah. The other thing too, guys, I forgot to mention, I'm seeing them in the chat, is make sure you put, I don't know if Finn mentioned it, but if you have questions, make sure you put those in the chat. Make sure you put a question for your statement. We'll get those scooped up. We're going to have a hard stop. Oh, we really don't need a hard stop today. Never mind. So we can do the JC whenever we get done. Okay, so that covers what you need to farm on. What do you want us to look at next?
I also wonder for like just to do something that's fun for me that's not really meta chasing. Do you think I can afford to
shut up, Finn?
relic that I can relic my Night Sister spirit?
When it comes to
they're kind of like a team I like having fun with, you know.
That's true.
Oh yeah, Night Sister spirit is pretty amazing when you start relicking her.
Yeah, I take Zombie to 12 first though.
Yeah.
Because it just makes her more of a pain in the ass, and it's longer to get around her and stuff. So if you want to take Night Sister Spirit to Relic, I'm fine with that. That's the team you want. But I would definitely get Night Sister Zombie to 12. No doubt in my mind about that. So if you're going to do that, then if you want to Relic, get your Zombie to 12, and then the world's your oyster, my friend. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you want to do that, you can throw that in the mix. Just take her to like Relic.
I was gonna go like Relic 4, Relic 5.
Nah, I'd go Relic 3. Relic 3 is really all you need.
Okay.
Because remember, you still have to work on Separatists. You still have to do your clones and gas. But if you want to, because this is your fun team, and you want to do Spirit, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. If you hadn't had a Saj and a Daka done, I would have recommended one of those two first. But since you got them done, yeah, go for it, man. I'm totally cool with that. Absolutely. All right, so that takes care of that.
And then the modding I have on her, I have her more for speed to get her out first. Is that bad, or should I go for more an offense build on her?
On Spirit?
Yeah, I usually go off. Let me see what I get on my Spirit. Give me a second here. Let me go look real quick, because I'm pretty sure I went damage on her.
Yeah, usually you'd want speed and offense on her, because like she gets all that armor penetration, you know?
You can go offensive set with brutal. Speed on there. I mean, let me look here. What did I put on mine? I think I may have gone speed on mine as well. Let me look. It's been a while since I've looked at the actual...
Speed is better on her.
Let me look. No, I don't want Zombie. Get out of here, Zombie.
Zombie.
Zombie. With the leadership.
I went speed and potency for her stun. So you can do that. Now, if you have a really nice offensive set that's got decent speed on it, you can do that with potency. I've seen some people do that as well. So if you want to do that so she's taking more turns and doing her thing, yeah, it's fine. If you can switch out some of those primaries for, say, offense, that would be a big help too. Like on your, if you have a potency circle, perhaps, that's got offense. Oh, you can't do that. It's got either health or protection. But like the cross, you have protection. I do love the crit damage you have on the triangle. But if you can go a little bit more offense. But you know what? You got some good secondaries on here. If you can, for the cross, maybe change that up a little bit. You've got offense and offense on your square. That's good. You've got offense on the diamond. It's protection and see if you can get any other secondaries on her on that circle. If you have another potency circle you want to use that may have, even if it's health, but has like more offense, go for that. And that way you're going to get in the best of both worlds: speed, potency, and offense. Just some suggestions on the mods.
Okay.
If you don't have it, stick with what you got. But if you can, then yeah. If that makes sense.
I don't think I have it, but I will look.
Just look. Just go back and look. Just make a note and just go back and do that. So, let's see here. All right. So what else do you want us to look at, my friend? This is your chance to ask questions and have to go through your roster. I'm going back through and see what you actually wrote. Let's just see what you wrote. Let's see. You said. We did that one.
Should I be pulling more
Yep.
speed mods or offense mods as I get ready for the gas team?
Offense. Offense.
Or speed with offense?
You could do both, actually. Yeah, you've got plenty of time. So, the vast majority of the clones that I have those offensive mod sets with good speed on them too. Especially Gas. Gas is not a speed set; he is a offensive set, right? With tons of protection and speed, really awesome speed secondaries. But it's not the primary focus, right? It's just ideally. Now you do want your best, fastest speed set on Rex. That's one you do want. So if you want to during the week while you're working on the stuff, a couple days you pull mods for speed, and then a couple days you pull offensive mods, right? That's totally fine because a lot of your characters on that squad like Echo and Arc and Gas will need those offensive mods. And really what you're looking for, yeah, if you can get speed secondary for Gas, that's great, but you're looking mainly for offense, and then protection with speed on it, right? So those are some of the mods you want to be looking for. And the speed on Anakin, you really want to get him around 240, right? That's what I have. And a lot of people put even more protection on there. Mine just goes first, but I've got a buttload of protection and stuff. And there's still 2 mods that I need to work on for him. That's why I've been kind of looking at certain mods. I think it's his triangle especially. But Rex is different. Rex is speed. You want him going first, and you want him going faster because you want him to be able to get off his, basically his annihilate, his ability. So there you go. So, there's Ouchie girl. So sorry I'm late, lunchers. That's all right, Ouchie. It's totally fine. So yeah, pull both. And then in the store you're looking for, again, you're only looking for those gold mods that have 5 speed sets especially. And then if you can find any good offensive sets, that have decent speed and protection and offense. If you can find one that's got offense and speed on an offensive set, get that one. But don't buy anything. They have to be gold with 5 speed. That makes sense?
Yeah. Those are kind of rare, but I'm trying. I've spent like 40 million in the store since my last Trust review trying to get good mods.
I've spent a fortune, so I mean, it's just part of the process. And the thing is, some of those will hit to like 15 to 18 speed. 2 out of 100 are going to hit that big speed that you're looking for, right? I mean, the mods that I have that have hit that high have come from the store. It has not come from slicing. Slicing will get you, I think the highest one we pulled is 22 speed. I think once I hit 24 by myself slicing, but the other ones have all been like 19, 20, 21. There's always that one hit that doesn't hit where you're at 19, 20, or 21, and then the last stat hits defense or something like that. You're like, really?
Yeah. I've gotten that so many times. I've never gotten all 5 to speed.
Yeah. So, but those are still really good mods to have, for speed sets. And then as you start filtering those mods down to your other characters, as you get better speeds, you see me do it lots of times on the stream where I get a new mod and then I look at all my, speed order and then I just start filtering them down. That's why all my characters that need speed have all the speed that they need. So, yeah.
Case in point, when you got the plus 23 speed on the Wednesday stream.
I know, I cried. The first time we've ever done that on the stream. So outrageous. All right, what else you want us to look at, my friend?
I mean, because that was pretty much my stay on target was the Separatists and the clones.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Because I think most of my other teams for GAC are pretty much...
They're set, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the main characters. You've got Darth Revan and Malik. You've got Padme. You've got Jedi Knight Revan. You've got CLS. I mean, you've got these characters and these teams that... Yeah, now that you're adding Geos, great team for offense or defense that you can put on your you can use, and then also getting gas is going to be big for you. Which I don't know when he's coming back, but if you can have you've got everything ready to go for him. So the cool thing is you can have the team around him ready to go. So as soon as you pull him, get him to 7 stars, get them geared, put the Zetas on them, and then you've now got the gas team. So it's a nice thing when you can just have that get one ready, and ready to just drop on him as soon as he comes available, just to get him to 7 stars. That's really nice. And then
Yeah, I kind of got lucky that my I kind of got lucky that my guild, they went Hoth the last couple light side TBs.
Oh, sure.
So that really helped on hoarding.
Yeah, I did not. So yeah, oh boy. But the gear on gas, it's not bad. It's all the cryo techs and stuff like that. But he's the first one you will take to Relic 7. Because your other clones can be like 3 to 5 and still be really effective, but gas has got to be Relic 7, and he's a monster. I'm just gonna put you. He is a freaking monster. That dude is stupid badass. So.
Quick question. Can I Relic 7 my 5s beforehand, just for fleet purposes, while I get ready for the gas?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can take 5's Relic. Yeah, because that's the second one you really want to do is 5's. So I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Now it's like, because I'm tired of dropping to like the 15, 20 range in fleet. I want to be able to stay top 10.
Yeah, but everything's looking really good, man. I mean, I mean, as far as I can tell, everything looks solid. You're looking good on everything. So, absolutely, man. Anything else you want us to look at, or?
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. If I think of something, I'll just message Finity.
Okay. All right, Finn. How does someone get a roster view from RSG?
Hop onto the Zoom and be like B-Rit.
And then?
Well, that's it. And then you can ask stuff, and then you do the. Kind of what he just did. He was asking you stuff, and you did it. The roster.
All right, and how do we really get a roster view from RSG?
You join the Discord server and message Finity with your Star Wars GOH.GG link.
This man is awesome.
Wait time is currently 1 to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And Finity will respond in 24 hours that you are in this queue. If not, then re-message him, because he does get busy.
Well, Ranger, I think we finally found a replacement for Finn.
Mm-hmm. I'm not B-Rit's secretary.
I think I got all of it.
Yeah, did a good job.
You have left Ranger speechless.
I mean,
you know what his response is about to be, right? Why are you helping Finn?
Yeah, why are you being like this?
Because Finn helps me in the backstage.
Jesus. All right.
Behind the scenes.
All right. So, all right. With that, we're going to call this roster review done. Make sure you check that out. I just want to bring up our Tiltify. We are at 18,260. That's a little bit more because we raised some more money last night. So
and also Rooster got himself a wristband earlier too.
Oh, there you
Shout
go.
out to Rooster.
Nice.
Thank you, Rooster. Very much appreciated. So we blew by our goal this year. You guys are incredible. We set the goal at 17,500. We're at 18,260, and we're still climbing. And that number is going to be higher once we figure out what we raised last night, and that gets added to the mix. So I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done to help us raise the money that we've raised. It's unbelievable, and we're not done yet. So we're probably going to raise more. So thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done to help hit this goal. If you still like to support us and donate, there's still challenges left. There's still the Turtle Twins one that you can get into, and then we still have McVenom. We'll get to pick Fourth Okage is a character to Relic 7 and Zeta, so there's that challenge left. There's $250 left on that. There's $790 left for me to do the Turtle Twins lore video one, so a lot of good stuff out there for you guys to do. Help us fight the fight against cancer with the ACS. This is all culminating into us in mid-April, going to Disney World, doing the half marathon, things of that nature. So thank you guys again for everything you've done up to this point. It's unbelievable. People are just overwhelmed when they see what we've done and are just so impressed with the community. I know the ACS folks just They think we walk on water. They're just like, how are you doing this? And we're like, because we're retarded. That's what we do. When we pick a goal, damn it, we're going to get there. So, all right. So with that, let's get back into some gameplay. Let's get to some questions. Finn, do you have the questions up, my friend?
Yeah. Give me 1 second, though, because I'm trying to work on some of the Tiltify stuff that we're doing this. But yeah,
I get tiltified.
I have to try and get everything ready for, I think this weekend we might try and do it, Ranger. You want to try and do the special stream this weekend to do the lightsaber giveaway and Relic 7 Rose and the Urs card giveaway and all of that?
Yeah, but when you say special stream, what do you mean?
No, sometime around 3 o'clock or something. We'll do the rolling and everything live on stream.
Yeah, we can do it on Saturday. Yeah, that's fine.
Sometime today, sometime in the weekend on Saturday, we'll do that.
Let's do that.
I have to see when Loki's free so he can show the lightsaber.
Oh yeah, other update: we will not be doing D&D Sunday because it's Super Bowl Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
so there will be no D&D stream because we were going to, and then I'm like, are we stupid? Someone said, you know, Super Bowl. I'm like, oh no. It's like, that's right. So. Yeah.
So we'll start with yesterday's questions, like we promised, and try to get through as many of these as we can here. So first question from Elliot Worsfold is, do you think releasing the first Galactic Legends requirements is CG's attempt to make us spend resources only to make Radis and Finalizer legendary events with high relics for other characters?
Yeah, and I think that's why we're saying be very cautious about working on these characters. Just hoard right now, guys. Get your characters ready because we don't know what's going to be the second part of this, the third part of this, and the fourth part of the quest chain that's going to let you go into doing this stuff. We've seen it too many times. We've been burned too many times, right? I saw some people yesterday saying, should I just go ahead and relic these characters? I'm like, no! Like, wait, let's see what else is going to be needed. We don't know how the new characters are going to be a part of this. We know ships are coming. I don't know if these new ships are going to be a part of it. So... because for me, if that happens and I'm looking at it like, I'm not going to get these characters right away for this, then I'll just take my time. You know, so...
To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't say that, like, Hux and the new Finn and all that would be required. I mean, those are the ones that you have to spend cash on.
They haven't said it yet.
They haven't
say,
said
like,
it yet.
oh, you need them at Relic this to... make people go and spend money on them.
Yeah,
because right now the only way to spend money is for them in chromiums.
Yeah, and
that's a lot of
no
money
one's going to do that.
People will spend on.
No, because chromiums are RNG, right? Resistance Hero Poe is still there with his pack, but Finn is not. And so if you have to go through chromiums, this is going back to the old days where you had to spend like $800 to unlock the character. So they're better off waiting until he goes into his own pack. He gets released into free-to-play, and then they put like a short span where you have to farm him quickly. Yeah.
So, and they haven't announced any ships that we might need or anything like that. So we just be cautious. Like if you look at me, I've already put the characters up here. For me, I've made them the favorites. Right now, I'm in a good spot. Some of you it may be a little bit harder, but I've got those 6 lined up to be relicked. I'm gonna have to save up for the relic pieces. You can see I already had some pieces on them already, but I'm just hoarding everything. I may just take them all to Relic 1 and just see what's going to happen. Especially Kylo and JTR, but I mean, I want to see what's going to be the second part of this and the third part of this and the fourth part of this, because if it's going to be the new characters, I'm not spending any money. I'm going to have to farm them, so I'm like, well, I'll just farm them and, you know... when I get it ready to do the event, I'll get ready to do the events, you know? So, I mean, it's going to be dictated by what CG says, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, crew and First Order Stormtrooper are actually pretty decent when they're relicked, and they're a good part of that team. Officer, though, not so much.
Yeah, that was Finn's...
you know, when Hux came along.
Night. Yeah, he was like, what the hell? So, all right. Next question, Finn.
Next question is from Girl Maurice. Now that Ouchie's in the chat, how much does Relic 7 Zeta Dooku cost? I will let Ouchie address that one in chat.
Oh, no.
I will let Ouchie address that in chat. That might be something for next year.
Oh no.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what she's gonna say. Not enough, because somebody priced it too cheap.
I didn't realize somebody was gonna.
seconds.
Well, how am I supposed to know he was gonna drop $200 on that quickly? Like all the other Zetas and everything right now, like we still have a poll for Teals, right? That we need to get to $100 in order for him to Zeta a character, and it's currently at like 10 out of the 100. So how was I supposed to know $200 was going to be filled for Ouchie in like 5 seconds by good old Maurice? That's a good old Maurice thing. That has nothing to do with me. That is 100% a good old Maurice thing. Just saying. Yeah. So.
All right, next question.
The next one, Briareus Aegon question: if Relic 7 Rose is required, does Finn have to change his name to CG Finity?
Yes.
I didn't ask anyone to make it Relic 7. You guys did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rose Tico is not going to be required at Relic 7.
But I mean, Finn does own stock in Disney, so it's entirely possible.
True.
Not EA, but Disney, because EA is a dumpster fire.
Oh yeah, this is a different story. Yeah.
Next one, /Fan Rhodes. Can Grande tell me what granularity means? No, he can't.
He cannot.
Next question.
It's like a larity that's been greened.
Yeah. No, that's what happens to you after you eat a bunch of grape nuts.
That's
what you said. 1,500.
1,500. All right.
1,500 for Relic 7 Dooku. We might have to wait for that next year, but yeah, that's Rooster. Question: when Darth Revan dropped, something like 14,000 people got him. Malik roughly half that number or so. What are the odds more than 1,000 get one of the new tunes within a week of their drop?
Oh, some of the Krakens will get that.
Maybe.
I think
right?
so.
We don't know if they do it like the quests. Because if they do it like the quest, some of these things you might just need a lot of time in order to do.
True.
Wasn't one of the quests like you have to do something in like TB or TW?
Right. So that's the other thing we don't know. That's a great point, Finn, because we don't know if that's going to be a part of it, or is the quest going to be based off just gearing characters?
Yeah.
And tunes, right? And having the characters, right? That's could be what I think they're going to do here. However, they did say in their posts that, not all the characters are going to be needed to be relic. But that's not a good thing, in my opinion, because that means it's going to be the newer characters you're going to need. And I'm just like, that sucks, because that means you're going to have to have the characters at a certain gear level and star level. And I'm like, that's poopy. Like, that's going to... Yeah. I'm just waiting for that shoe to drop for sure. Because they're going to incorporate the new character somehow.
Yeah.
And that's where...
And I mean, I'm fine with it, but...
Yeah.
Just saying, like, some of this stuff may be forced in a time limit that we can't help with, right?
No.
Like, if you need something like a TB or a TW in order to accomplish it, there's not much else we can do at that point.
No.
So, there's something to kind of look out for there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Next one is from... Oh, I scrolled up a little bit. That one. Briareus Aegon question: what is better, the way they are revealing these new Galactic Legend characters or their Q&As?
Oh, the way they're revealing this has been much better. Q&A is just nothing. But, one of the positives I can't say is I like this, and I think you like this too, Finn. They're telling you ahead of time, way ahead of time, what you need. And that's a great move by CG. There's no surprise, anything on that. You know what you have to do. So... It makes it hard for me to be angry, because it's like, even though I think they went a little bit too high with the relics on the characters, I know what it is, right? I'm not being surprised at the last moment being like, oh my god, got to panic farm this or get panic farm this gear for this. Like Gas is the total opposite of what this was. And then everything that happened with Gas afterwards was just a dumpster fire. I mean, that was the biggest turd sandwich we've all had to take a bite out of ever. But this, ahead of time. So that's a positive move, I think, in the right direction for CG. If you want to make it higher, fine. But as long as you announce it, basically 2 months ahead of where you're gonna, before the event comes, and then it tells you what you need to do. I'm actually okay with that, and I think it's a good move. All right, next question.
Next question is from Apparingo.
Okay.
Question is, who's the one that said WTF on the Canada commercial, and what's the story behind it?
That's Team Money.
Yeah. That was Team Money doing it. I can't remember what was the. I want to say the backstory to it was literally she just came into the lunch stream one day, and we were just talking about putting maple syrup on different things, and that's how that conversation came.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think that was it.
Pretty much.
Good times.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Next one, John Moran. What is going to be the most effective thing to grind for the upper level relic parts on the resistance? Fleet energy. Going to be unfortunate, but that's probably going to be the main source because most people are going to be trying to save their get 2 and their get 1. So unless you're willing to spend that on gear versus trying to save them for the different shards that you need now and potentially what you may need in the future, it's probably going to be your fleet energy.
On the Mark III shower drains. So that's what you need to go from 4 to 5.
Yeah, but for 4 to 5, if you're looking at the
6.
7s and stuff, then like the electroconductor or whatever
someone
it is.
says WTF in the end, that's probably me.
Oh yeah, that's probably.
It's always me. If someone's that's definitely that'd be good old me.
That's usually a Ranger. Okay, let's see.
Especially when Grande's around.
That is true. Next one, John Moran. What is going to be the most effective thing? Oh yeah, I just read that one. The other question from John Moran is the self-preservation protocol Zeta worth it on BB-8?
Self-preservation. Which one is that one?
That's the droid specific one. I'm pulling it up for the exact details, but it's the whenever BB-8 evades, droid allies recover 8% health and 8% protection. So the answer is yes, but it is conditioned upon what teams you use them on. If you put R2 or 3PO on your Jedi Training Ray team, yes. If you use them on a Grievous team, then yes. If you don't do those, then no. Right? There's a lot of Resistance teams that don't really require you to have a lot of droids. It'll still benefit BB-8, so you can recover his health and protection and all of that whenever he evades, and he gets foresight up, so it's going to be somewhat frequently, but it loses its umph if you don't have another droid on the team. And often in the Resistance teams now, BB-8 might be the only droid that you have. It's like Jedi Training Ray, BB-8, then probably moving forward, I mean, you'll have Resistance Trooper as one of them. He's already one of them that you'll probably keep on there. You'll probably have OG Finn as one of them that you currently have on there. Both of them may be replaced by the Resistance hero characters. And then the other one is usually some kind of tank. You might throw in a Poe if you want to keep it Resistance. You might throw in a Haldo if you want to keep it Resistance. People throw in Old Ben on that team. Sometimes you don't even put in a Finn. And so the BB-8 Zeta on self-preservation is really only useful if you think you're going to be using it with another droid. More likely than not, it's going to be R2 on the Jedi Training Ray team or with the Grievous. So just kind of depends on how you're going to use it. But it's still a decent Zeta as long as you have the effects.
All right.
Rooster, what's wrong with the world when Grande can pronounce Heinze properly, but Ranger still can't get his name right?
I know it's Heinze. I just like saying Hennessy.
We missed this question yesterday, but she's in the chat. Minato Namikaze asked, question for the extremely pretty lady. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
So, Ouchie from Minato Namikaze, how you doing?
How you doing?
Then question for Ranger. What happened to mini roster reviews?
Just haven't had time for them.
Yeah, it's been busy. Let's see. Revenator question, did Ranger tell Finn to go to Double Hell? Is that supposed to be an Eternal Twins reference? You did yesterday. You did say go to Double Hell. And then, yep, that is an Eternal Twins reference. Ranger is chomping at the bit for that challenge to be completed so he can start talking about the Eternal Twins.
I'm just going to do the lore video, but all this other extra nonsense you guys are trying to get me to do with it, it's like, no. It's to do the
but
lore video.
He's waiting to talk about it. Like, he is chomping at the bit to start recording that stuff about the Eternal Twins, but the challenge just isn't getting filled. So I don't know what else Ranger can do.
I don't know.
He's just waiting.
Well, I mean, like the story behind the Eternal Twins and the Eternal Throne and all that stuff is a really, really good story.
Oh yeah. Well,
people will enjoy the lore video.
Oh,
Can't wait for the day that Eternal Twins come to the game. That'll be an epic day for RSG.
I love the characters. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I played the shit out of the Old Republic game. I mean, and I had actually the outfit for both those characters and stuff like that. I mean, I had Darth Revan and Tulak Horde, all kinds of stuff from that entire game. You know, just for the look, I had their lightsabers, and my main character when I did the Eternal Throne, quest chain, I had my characters looking like characters from the Eternal Thrones and stuff. It's just the way I was just role playing it. But no, they're the two brothers are actually really, really, I think, some of the most interesting. And their sister, she's even more. Let's not talk about the sister because that's a bad girl right there. Let me tell you something. But no, I've always liked those characters. It's just you guys have oversaturated it so much with ridiculousness with asking me about it and making stuff, so it'll actually be a fun lore video to do, but there's actually quite a lot of lore associated with those two characters.
Yeah, not to mention
that you don't even see it playing in the game because they did a whole backstory and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and not to mention when they released that stuff for the Old Republic video game, the cutscenes that they made for the twins and the sister and all that stuff. Oh my God, those were so good.
Yeah, all of those are they're so good. I mean, they're phenomenal. So if you haven't seen the Old Republic cinematics, there's 5 of them. They're stupid good. You should check them out. They're really good. They're creamy.
Okay.
All right.
Next question, Minato Namikaze. Question: why are you complaining about not seeing kits? They said that they're still working on them and probably testing them. You can't complain about no testing and complain about no kits too. I'm not necessarily complaining.
I'm just saying we haven't seen it yet, so just don't send your stuff. I don't know what
exactly. We're not complaining that we haven't seen the kits yet, but we're telling people not to worry about the first step of getting them when you don't know the kits. So wait.
Oh.
There's no hurry in getting it right now.
The only thing that's for sure right now is they said they're going to be overpowered, so there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
But we don't know in what context and everything else.
Yeah. So, I'll say to that point too, keep that statement in your pocket, Minato, because you're the one that just brought up them actually testing it. I just think they haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with testing. So let's wait until it comes out to see if they really have tested this or not. We'll see that in thing, but you're the ones that just brought up testing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm still going to complain about no testing when this comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Since when does CG do testing?
Yeah.
We're the ones that do the testing.
Practice.
I mean, they brought out Hux and then realized, we can't make it all that way.
That's not how the Force works. That's not how any of this works.
We'll use the Force.
Revenator, question for Finn. I thought you said to wait before relicking First Order and Resistance characters. Why are you now taking Rose to Relic 7?
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Oh, no, he didn't.
She is going to be my highest GP character, I think.
Oh, no.
So she's at Relic. Hold on. If right now, right, she's at Relic 6. She's already my highest relic. She is at 26,992 power. My highest is Revan with 30,831. No, I don't think she can be my top one because she doesn't have multiple Zetas. She might be able to be Grievous, who's at Relic 4, who's at 27,555. So she might become my third highest. I don't think she can become my first, because she doesn't have the extra Zeta that gets like 3,000 extra GP.
Yeah. And I can think of far worse characters to Relic than Rose. So.
There's not many. Let me see. Who did she knock out of my top 80? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 45. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, why did it flip? Did it flip? No, it lost it. Hold on. I'm gonna do this again. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so 12 is put me at 72. Then it's 78, 79, 80. So IG88 is no longer in my top 80 as a result of Rose Tico. IG88 is now my 81st highest power character. So that's who got knocked out courtesy of Rose Tico. And he is gear 11. He's a gear 11 IG88 that got knocked out at 81. So, yeah. Just, yeah. All right, next question. Minato. Oh, that was a question for Grande, who's not here. Hideous, how do you feel about never winning another GAC with your Relic 7 Rose? We'll see about that. It's not good, but it may not necessarily be messed up. Let's see. Andy Foss asks, what is the Urs thing I'm in the drawing for? So that's a card. It's a magic art card. It's all filled now, and we'll roll it over the weekend. But it's a magic art card of Urs. And if you guys aren't familiar, Urs is actually named after Urzatron, who is a character in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, Urza.
So Urza is actually the character in there, and they actually recently came out in like 3 sets ago, I think it was, in Modern Masters, if I remember correctly. Was Modern Horizons. Sorry, Modern Horizons. They came out with these new art cards. And the art cards actually have different characters and different graphics from some of the cards. And they did a new version of Urza. And so I sent that to Urza, and he is actually going to sign that with a comment for someone and then mail it to whoever won from that challenge. So I have the list of people who are eligible for that, and we will roll that over the weekend as well. So that's going to be our kind of, and the lightsaber giveaway. So we'll do that here. Let's see. Next one is question. John Moran, is there a relic farm calculator available? No, because there is way too much variance on the relic farm. They can show up in the shops. You can spend different currencies in order to get it, right? With get 1 and get 2. There's the farming, which if it was just farming, it would be easy, but then it has to show up in the shops as well. So it's not the easiest thing to relic calculate. Because if you invest all of your resources into getting the relic stuff, you can get it quicker, right? But you have to spend your get 1s and your get 2s and potentially not get Malevolence or Negotiator and potentially not get yourself Gas or Malik Shards. And it's hard to calculate that out. There's way too many variables with gear compared to character shards. Jedi Gunny question. I mean, if somebody may develop one with those many different variables and you can tweak them and try to figure out what you need. But as of right now, I'm not aware of a relic farm, like a gear farm calculator for that. You could always spend crystals and actually buy the pieces if you wanted to try and plan it out too, because you can buy the pieces for the leveling instead of sacrificing gear. Jedi Gunny question. With Galactic Legends, will we see legendary events again? Like Padme, Grandmaster Yoda, Palpatine. Yeah, I think they will. I think this is just the next evolution of power creep, but we'll probably get something new with the legendary type. And just so we can actually get... I don't think they're going to phase out legendaries. There's still a purpose to the legendaries. They're just going to introduce new ways to make it more difficult for us for some of the other characters. Just the constant evolution of the game. Right. Axeman. Question, do you think the new Finn will be a prerequisite for the new Legends? Oh, almost 100%. Same thing with the Poe.
Yeah.
There's almost no chance they're introducing these new characters, and they're not going to be prereqs for the big bad character that comes above them. Same thing with Hux and Sith Trooper. They're probably going to be prereqs for the Kylo also, in some way, shape, or form. Like they said, not everything is going to be gear related. There might be a GP relationship. There might be some kind of use relationship. Whatever it is, they're probably going to be required at 7-star.
Science.
Briarius Aegon question, Infinity. Does Rose get to be there to watch your face as you Relic 7 Rose? Yeah, we're going to stream it, so he'll be able to see it. BJ Finley question, I'm running into several tunes
where they are needed on multiple teams, R2, 3PO, GK, what are the best combos and who should I farm up as duplicate replacements?
Yes.
So everyone does it a little differently. So it just depends on what you have. But GK goes on the Padme team, right? And that leaves 4 on your Padme team. Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka, GK. So if you have those 4, then your 5th ends up being a variable on that Padme team. That 5th could be 3PO. It could be Shaak Ti if you don't have Gas, because otherwise Gas goes with your clones to be the leader. So Shaak Ti can go on that team. Or you can go with something completely different, right? You can go with a Barriss. I've seen Zaris on that team. I use Jedi Consular just because I haven't, but you don't necessarily want to do that. But Barriss is a good substitute in that. But otherwise, I would probably recommend Shaak Ti. 3PO is another one that typically will be either on that Padme team or will be on the CLS team. So those are typically the 2 that you want to keep your 3PO on. So 3PO with CLS Han Chewie, and then you can put whatever in the 5th. Even if you don't have to have a 5th on that team either. It's a shorthanded GAC team that works out really well, or you can throw an old Ben on that team. R2 is either the CLS team or the Jedi Training Ray team. And again, depends on what you have for the resistance on that. I would probably lean towards that more onto the resistance team, 3PO on the CLS team, especially if you have a good Han, because 3PO plus Han with Chewie makes it so that you just wreck fools really quickly with that team. But again, it depends on whether or not you have Gas, because it depends where you have your Shaak Ti. If you don't have Shaak Ti to put on Padme, then you put Shaak Ti with the clones. You can move 3PO over to the Padme team, and then you don't have a droid necessarily on the 3PO team. You can go undermanned with CLS Han Chewie and just old Ben and 4-man if you want. And then for the Jedi team with Jedi Knight Revan, the substitute for GK can be potentially Kanan if you have him work, or Hermit Yoda is the more common one, and then you save it for offense and not defense. So just kind of depends on what characters.
Can I add something to that, Finn?
Yeah, go for it.
I found out in my last GAC that because I don't have Hermit Yoda really get out, I was having to fight the GG squad, and my Jedi Knight Revan, I didn't really want to give up my Kenobi for my Padme as a tank. So I kind of found out that old Ben works really well against the GG team just because of the offense down and everything else. It really helps you to survive those GG hits.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I'll also say for Hermit Yoda, the one really nice thing about Hermit Yoda, you don't really need to gear him all that much. He is viable at gear 10. You just throw a lot of protection on him and speed. Because he stealths himself every time he does the Master's Training, so he really can't be targeted. He gets so much freaking dodge that he's going to be hard to target, and then with Foresight distributed by Grandmaster Yoda, your Hermit Yoda will typically not die, even if he's gear 10 and going up against relic characters, as long as the rest of your team is able to stay up. So it's one of the nice things. And the reason for relic or for gear 10, by the way, is that he gets a piece that gives 6 speed to him at gear 10. So one of the little ball things. I can't remember what it is, but one of the little thermal detonator, Merson thermal detonator Mark 6, I think it is, that gives him 6 speed. So yeah, Hermit Yoda is one of those nice characters that you don't have to necessarily gear too crazily in order to make useful.
Balls.
Balls. Let's see. Next question is from at Fulgrim. Question: where is Scrooge McDougal? He is messing around in his pit of coins. Next one, Darcion. Thank you for the input last night. Until quests 2 through 4 are released, all I'm doing is hoarding. Ranger, what surprise do you think CG has in store for us?
New character's gonna be needed for something. So
I still think the surprise is going to be Radis and Finalizer.
Yeah, something like that.
Finalizer being needed in order to do the quest. I think that's going to kill us. I don't think they're going to have too much of a GP requirement on the event itself, but I think between all of the quest lines that are going through here by finishing this and then having an event that might have a first phase of ships that requires all 7-star stuff, I think that's where they're going to smack you. Ouchie question: who turned off my nap alarms? The nap fairy, because naps are good. Nap fairies don't like people turning on nap alarms. You should finish your nap. Stings question: I'm hard stuck in arena behind Relic 7 gas because I only have a 6-star Malik. Can I ignore Darth Revan's 3rd Zeta and put on Talzin Zeta to help me with Heroic Sith and GOTB? Can you? Yes. Should you? I would lean towards no. And even though it may not increase your arena very much, there's also the aspect of GAC and territory wars that your Darth Revan will benefit from more than your Talzin Zeta. But the Talzin Zeta, I'm assuming you're talking about the unique. Unless you're talking about the lead in order to try and deal with like phase 3. I don't know which one you're talking about, but and I also don't know the gear of your Talzin, because unless your Talzin is like gear 13, it's not going to help too much in GOTB outside of the first one, the first phase. The Night Sisters are okay for the rest of them, but you do need them at high relics. So I don't know what the relics are on your Talzin. But I think I'd probably do Darth Revan. A few more questions here, and then at 1:30 we'll switch over to Rangers GAC.
Okay.
Let's see. Utah question: did the second batch of wristbands go out yet? Yes. They went out on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. And whatever else is there, I'm going to send out another couple tomorrow. I have Rooster. I have one other person that I'm sending, so I'll get those out tomorrow. And if anybody else gets a wristband, then they'll be included on tomorrow's too. So then I'll try to keep those up with a weekly mailing. Vormax, are you guys going to make a guide on how to beat the new Forest Moon event tiers? Relics.
Yeah, it's all about relics. I'm trying to do it right now. It's too stupid. So I mean, it sucks.
There is some strategy.
Actually, we already have a video of it.
Yeah.
We also have a commercial of it. You know, Wales Fargo.
So there are strategies, but it's Grievous, B1, Magna Guard, BB-8, and Thrawn. That seems to be the team that's beating it. Thrawn is like 100% necessary on there because you have to fracture Tebow in that 4th phase, because otherwise you're going to get stuck. Like, he just keeps on getting turn meter and one-shotting. So you have to have Thrawn on there, and you do BB-8 for Illuminated Destiny to try and get Thrawn cycling through his turns. So fast Thrawn and a BB-8 seem to be the key. I've seen a couple of people post that. Shadow Val sent me a message, and one of my guildies, Rodard, actually mentioned it too, that was basically the strategy. There's some variants here and there, but that's typically the strategy that's being used right now. I'm still going to play test it a little bit with that, but unless you have like gear 12 and some relics on like Grievous and B1, it seems pretty difficult even with the first one. So if you have those, there's a strategy. If you don't, then it might just be that you have to gear up a little bit more. So. Minato questions: since the event stays open permanently, shouldn't players work on those tunes anyways? The event is 2 months away, and even if they miss it first week, they could get it when they are ready. Yes, except for the GP increase. It's not saying that you shouldn't work on it, it's that you're better off hoarding until you know what exactly you're working for. Because again, increases in GP have a lot of tentacles in this game, right? They increase your guild GP for TW. So that can change your matchmaking in TW. They increase your matchmaking in GAC, especially when they're asking you to relic 5 and 7. So you're going to be probably more likely than not, for the most players, right? Krakens may not feel this. Most players are going to affect their top 80 character GP by relicking 5 and 7 in characters. So it's not to say don't work on them, but you're better off holding until you know what exactly you're getting for it, besides a relic 5 resistance trooper that you may or may not be using. So
yeah, it could really screw up your roster for GAC matchups. Oh yeah, it's picking all my first order and resistance characters, not my gas or Darth Revan or
yeah, there's a few different variants actually, Dr. Gonzo. So I mean, there's a lot of different ones that you can use. It seems to be there's that one. There is also that one too that I saw, Dr. Gonzo. You're right. There is a Thrawn B1, B2, Magna Guard BB-8 as well. There's also one that I saw that is Thrawn B1, BB-8, Magna Guard, and Droideka instead of B2. So there's a few different variants I've seen so far. Again, I don't have them, so I can't make a guide on it necessarily yet, because I'm still playing around with it. But there are some potential options right now that you can use. And it sounds like what Dr. Gonzo says, Indigo already has a video on it. So yeah, you can check him out. Indigo SWGOH is his YouTube channel, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I believe it's Indigo SWGOH. I've looked at his videos before. Let's see. I think there's 2 more questions left. B-Ret question, who is the best U.S. Spec Ops, not including the Rangers?
Navy SEALs. Delta Force and Navy SEALs are... You have to understand, Spec Ops has different parts of it, so it's not like...
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris than the rest.
Not wrong.
I mean, the D-Boys and Navy SEALs, you know, they're anti-terrorism units. You know, your Green Berets are... They're kind of like that too, but they're more of your teachers. They go in and it's all about guerrilla tactics. Your Rangers are your hammer. Your recon is your force recon from the Marines. You know, your combat airmen, or I can't remember what they're called, the Air Force guys. They're more for controlling. They sit in the sky and help with command and control. So there's just different elements of it. So I mean, who's the best? I mean, if you asked any of those guys, who's the best, they all say they're the best. But they do different things, you know, and they, you know, have specialized things that they do. And they're the best.
I'd say all of them are the best at what they are designed to do.
Right. You know, so, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer. But if I had to give a top tier echelon, I would say it's the D-Boys and the Squid Heads.
I just wanted some Squid Head, though, because, you know, I'm Navy.
Yeah, Navy SEALs are bad mumble frackers, and so are the Delta Force guys. I mean, they're insane. I've been through a lot of crap, but those guys take it to a whole nother level, which I had started doing, but I was like, I don't know if I want to put myself through this.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of crazy.
Yeah, you have to be. They're a little bit
those
off.
dudes
if you
are
meet
badasses.
Those guys, I have friends
really
that are
are.
like that. They're a little bit off in the back of their mind. I mean, they just are, and yeah. But they're all, you know, Green Berets are bad as hell too. I mean, to be thrown in behind enemy lines, and you're basically teaching the local forces, and you are alone. And for a long time, you know, Delta Force and Navy SEALs will go in, kick the crap out of something, and then, you know, move on and operate shorter time periods, but it's more intense, and they go after higher priority targets. The Green Berets are there teaching and setting up the resistance and doing those kind of things. So yeah, so.
And then one last question from Who the Hut said, question for Finn, is Rose already in your top 80? Yeah, she became in my top 80 when I already got her to Relic 5. She pushed into the top 80. She is currently my number 5 GP character. Number 4. Hold on, give me 1 second. I think it's number 4. At Relic 6, yep, she is my number 4 highest GP character. And once I Relic her, or get her to Relic 7, if I'm looking at this correctly, I think she is going to be number 3 and beat Grievous. I think she'll be behind Revan and Malik, and then be ahead of my Relic 4 Grievous and my Gear 12 Jedi Knight Revan. And ahead of a Relic 5 Grandmaster Yoda. But yeah, Rose is in my top 8. She is number 4, and is in fact my highest Relic character right now.
Yes, but the true question is, who does number 2 work for?
Number 1. And that's it. We're done. Ranger's gonna do his GAC. You have the event set up, everything, Ranger?
Yeah, I'm setting it up right now, so we'll
okay.
Get that started here. I'm just
Ranger is going to kill you.
Mm-hmm. He can join the line. I was gonna say I'm a army desk jockey. That's all I have on my name.
Sure.
I am. I'm an Army Corps of Engineers. That's my only. It's the only affiliation. That's still technically Army.
But yeah, it's Army Corps of Engineers. It's the nerdy version of the Army.
We're all one team, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So-
the nerd in the
Yes.
background. Who would have guessed?
Who would have? All right. With that, make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all the good stuff. Spread the word about RSG. Subscribe or become a sponsor. Check out our Patreon. All that good stuff. So with that, on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to flip over immediately, give us a minute or two, and then we're going to go right into GAC. So we'll see you here in a minute or two, and let's go have some more GAC fun as we work our way to Cabber. It's all about the Cabber. So,
Your question was too late, Minato.
too late. Too
Next
late.
marble races tonight.
Cabber. It's all about the Cabber. All right, so with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself, crew, thank you for being here, and we'll see you in 2 minutes. Peace out.